India's doctors, nurses and all other paramedical staff are at the front line of the country's battle against the COVID-19 at immense personal risk. But are our doctors getting the best possible protective gear in this unprecedented crisis? Doctors at Lucknow's high-profile King George's Medical University say absolutely not.
Give us better protective gear. An SOS from doctors at Lucknow's King George's Medical University, a government hospital that is testing for and also treating coronavirus positive patients. This letter by resident doctors to the university's vice-chancellor says, and I quote, "It has been brought to our notice by residents of various departments that resident doctors attending to patients who are suspected to have coronavirus disease are working without personal protective equipment gears. This threatens exposure and the community spread of COVID-19. But what is this protective gear and why is it so important for doctors? This government doctor in Haryana's Rohtak shared this Twitter video to highlight just how important PPE is. The Lucknow Hospital Administration acknowledged the letter from the doctors, but responded by saying whatever is being provided is good enough. A counter letter by the administration to doctors says, and I quote, "For doctors and paramedics involved in OPD and emergency care of patients, a 3-ply mask is sufficient. According to ICMR WHO guidelines, an N95 mask and PPE is mandatory for doctors and staff who are treating coronavirus positive patients or are involved in the diagnosis of COVID-19. A resident doctor at the KGMU who did not want to be named but was in disagreement with what the administration is saying sent me this message early in the morning and I'll read it out. He says we are asking for PPE for the newly created coronavirus OPD and also the flu OPD's doctors and paramedics. Because this is the first point of contact with the patient, this zone is high risk for infection spread among health workers. Any scarcity here leads to risks for us as well as patients and their attendants." A week ago, a 25-year-old junior resident doctor at the KGMU tested positive for coronavirus. He had taken samples from 2 patients undergoing treatment for the disease at the hospital. The doctor has been kept in an isolation ward and is undergoing treatment. In Lucknow with Dinesh Pratap Singh, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.